Hi guys, I just wanted to show you, today I am prepping just a few things for Thanksgiving. I'm making today the baked macaroni and cheese and my stuffed cabbage. Everything else is like corn, which I can open tomorrow, green beans we can open tomorrow. Obviously the turkey doesn't go in till like 5 tomorrow morning. And I think like the potatoes obviously get made tomorrow and the candy yams will be made tomorrow, but these are two things that I wanted to prep today and I thought I'd show you how I do it. What I'm doing today is Hungarian stuffed cabbage. So I got 2 heads of cabbage. These were really inexpensive at Aldi's. At my local ShopRite they were it averaged out about $3.49 for a head. I think it was either 69 cents a pound, I'm not exactly sure. But these were $1.99 each, not per pound. So I got 2 nice heads of lettuce. Sorry. I got 2 nice heads of cabbage, and that will be for my stuffed cabbage. I was able to get 2 bottles of the 100% tomato juice because that's what they cook in. I know everybody makes them differently, but this is my great-grandmother's recipe. So I have 2 big jugs of this. And this was really inexpensive. This was like, I think $1.99 at Aldi's. I just grabbed 2 packs of ground beef because I'm going to make tacos tonight to make my life easier. A couple ladies suggested just doing something easy for dinner, and I can just ground that up and they can serve themselves. This was really inexpensive. This was 79 cents for 2 pounds of elbow macaroni, so that will be for my baked mac and cheese. Just a half a gallon of milk for it, some salsa for the tacos, butter for the macaroni and cheese. I got 2 packs of these 1 pounds of mild cheddar. You can use any type of cheese you like. We just like mild cheddar. You could use Sharp. I've used Sharp before, but this is just what I grabbed. They didn't have a huge selection, and this was like $2.79 for a whole pound. So that was even cheaper than Walmart's. I just got a bag of sweet white onions for my cabbage, but you can use yellow onion, anything you like. I just like this particular onion. Then I just grabbed these for tonight. Interested in seeing how I make my stuffed cabbage and my baked macaroni, just keep watching. Okay guys, what I'm doing here is I am going to start my stuffed cabbage. As you can see, here's one of the heads. I did core it as best as I can. I'm not great at it. But what I want to do is I want to sort of poach, I guess you could say, or boil the cabbage, but I'm not cooking it. I just want it till the leaves will gradually, I'll show you, they'll start to fall off the head of cabbage, and I just want them to be pliable, sort of like this one. I sort of did this one on its own. I just want it to be pliable so I can roll it. I don't want them cooked because they're going to continue to cook for a couple hours in the tomato juice, but I need them pliable to be able to roll them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently off, and then you just take them out as they do. You got to be very careful. I've been doing this for years, and you see they're just pliable, so you'll be able to roll your cabbage, and then you just take them out. As they fall off, you just pluck them out. You can use tongs. I do have tongs somewhere around here. Here, I got them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this boil, and I'm going to slowly start to like pull, and if you'll notice, it will come. See how easily that came right off? Now it's pliable. So you just put it aside, and as it's not obviously not cooking the cabbage, but it's just enough, like I said, for you to be able to roll it. Now you might have to cut out like the stem when you're rolling it, but I'll show you that later when I am actually rolling the cabbage. So I'm just going to show you a couple more. See how easy that came off? Perfect. And you'll just notice this is like a perfect head of cabbage. Sometimes they're really tight and they won't come off, but this one's really, really nice and easy to get apart. So that's just what I'm going to do here. This takes a little bit of time. It's not an easy process. It will take a little bit, but do you see? Perfect. Okay, this would be 2 heads of cabbage. You see they are, like I said, not cooked but soft enough to start to roll them. I diced up 1 white onion. You could use any onion you like, and I'm gonna also either use minced garlic or fresh garlic, I don't know yet. And I am gonna show you how I'm gonna roll these once I get the meat. And I'm also gonna add Hungarian paprika, and I also have to add probably a cup of rice, not instant rice, it has to be real rice. And then I am going to add vinegar to the tomato juice. And here I am sauteing 1 medium to large white onion in a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna add some minced garlic, probably 2 big tablespoons, a lot of garlic. It gives it great flavor. And I added a little bit of the juice, and I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika to this, the Hungarian paprika for flavor. And I'm just gonna saute this for maybe 2 to 3 minutes. You're not caramelizing these or anything, you're just cooking them till they're a little bit translucent. And then you let them cool. I put them in a container to cool, and then I'm gonna add them to the meat once they've cooled down a little bit. This is the meat we use. It has ground beef, veal, and pork. This is what gives it its flavor. If you use the ground beef only, I don't know if it would taste the exact same. We always get the 3 combinations of veal, pork, and ground beef. And here I am just adding my onions, my garlic, and the paprika seasoning. I don't add extra paprika. I just do a little bit of salt and pepper. I know you can't taste it, so you might want to do about, I don't know, it's a lot of meat, so maybe 2 tablespoons of salt. And here is a cup of uncooked rice. You do not want to cook the rice because it will continue to cook for hours in the pot, so it's raw rice. And then I'm just getting it all incorporated really well. We're gonna start with a 12-quart pot. That's what I'll cook these in. That way there's room because they do expand with the rice. So can you get down? We don't need an assistant, thank you. That can go in the middle. Okay, let me see. Let me make sure you see. Okay, what you're gonna do is, there's your mixture. So let's just,
you got from it.
I know, just take, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one and you're gonna open it. Some we might have to cut the stem out. Let me make sure you can see. Yes.
I have so many pieces.
Just start with, yeah, the lighter color. Then you're gonna take, I don't know, there's too much of that in here. Take, let's see, we'll measure, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons, maybe a little more or less depending on how big they are. That might be a little too much because remember they're gonna blow up in the way too much, half that.
That much?
Yeah, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll one over, then you're gonna take it in from the side, roll it to the top, and then you're just gonna shove that in. It might break a little, but it will. You just stuff it.
I don't have any space to stuff.
You just stuff it in, and then it will be like a perfect little package.
What do you mean?
Just stuff it in. Did you
Like
go
that?
the wrong way? No.
Did I do it wrong?
You might have went. You had to roll, and then you just.
Oh.
You're gonna break that seal, and then you're gonna tuck.
Oh.
And tuck, and then it will be like a perfect little burrito. Only it's not a burrito, it's cabbage.
It's cabbage.
And then you just line the bottom of your pan.
And then, so dish much?
Let me set it down and I don't know, I have to take a little bit out just in case there's too much rice. Let's get these ones that are not ripped. There we go.
Is that good?
Yeah, because you don't need, yeah, you just judge. If they start exploding, then there's too many or too much
so
in the
I
middle
roll?
because remember that rice is gonna explode.
There's a baby.
You go over one, come in at the side, roll over as many times till you get to the end, and then you tuck. Now, other people do it differently. This is just the way we do it. You tuck tight, and they're tight.
Did I do it?
Is it holding together?
Yeah.
Then yeah. I'll have to watch a couple times because usually I fly through it. Let's see, some of these pieces are ripped. No, it's like they have too hard of a stem right now. And what you do is keep your cell phone on you to text her.
I don't.
You just want to roll it, roll it, roll it.
I did it. I did it.
Yeah. And then you just tuck tight. Sometimes it's hard to get it in.
I'm screaming.
You don't have your phone here?
No, let's get it.
Can you go grab it and then you gotta tuck your little package. I got meaty hands. I know, but she was supposed to text that she got there. That one's ripped. There we go. Perfect. I don't even know where my phone is. Is it in the kitchen? No, it's right there on my wallet. Just call her and ask her if she got there. You can wipe your phone off. And then you got the perfect little package. Okay, whatever is left as far as the meat, we just dumped on top, and now we are gonna pour in tomato juice. Probably because your hands are greasy. This is the tomato juice. Whatever tomato juice you want, you could use V8. This is just the Aldi brand.
I bamboozle it. Can I dump it?
Go ahead, dump that in. Just be gentle so nothing falls apart. And then this will cook on. You'll bring it to a boil, then you'll turn it down to low, and you'll let it just simmer. Simmer slowly for 4 to 6 hours. You don't want to boil this because you don't want your cabbage to fall apart. So you're going to want to do it on a low simmer. I'm going to get a little bit of water and add another one.
Of that with water?
Add one more of those. No, I'm going to add some water to this to add to that.
I need you to open. My hands are covered in crap.
See if it opens.
No, I can't get it. Help, help. Help, help. You're making a mess.
Here, give me that. I know, I gotta clean up.
You're making a mess. My, all in here hurts so bad.
What?
Work? You have to, I do a lot of this.
Crap. Won't open.
Paige!
Please get off the table, animals. Here's another one, and then I'll see how much water we need.
I don't care, but everyone else will.
Because I don't really want cat hair in my food.
Why not?
Because
That's
it's
the
disgusting,
flavor.
and some other people could be pissed because of it. Now I'm going to start adding a little bit of water, about a half of this container. And then you can either add one more tomato juice as you need it, but I'm going to start out with just this, and you can add more water, and I will show you what it looks like after it's been simmering for about 4 hours. The cabbage doesn't take long to cook, but the meat inside is what takes long. You could also do this in a crock pot if you really wanted to. I've never done it in a crock pot, but I'm sure you could. I hope. Okay, here's the pot. Like I said, I will put it on high, bring it up to a simmer. I forgot to tell you, I add a little bit of distilled white vinegar. I'm gonna say add to taste, add less once you're able to taste it, because you can't taste it right now because the meat is raw. Then you can add more. You definitely need the vinegar. It won't taste the same without it. And this is what it looks like. So right now I added about, I'm going to say 3 tablespoons of the vinegar. You don't want to do too much because it can ruin it. So then after it simmers for about 4 hours and everything's cooked, then I would taste it and go from there. Okay, here I am. I'm going to make the roux for my baked macaroni and cheese. I know there's about 500 recipes online, so I just wanted to show you how I'm doing it. It's so simple and easy. I'm going to start with a stick of butter, and I'm just going to get this melted, and I'm probably going to do about half a cup to a cup of flour to make sure everything gets thickened up, and I'm going to get out my milk and my cheese. This is the cheese I'm going to be using, just a mild cheddar. This is just our family recipe. It's nothing crazy. I don't add like, one second. I don't add, what is it called? Like condensed milk or an egg. I know there's so many recipes out there, and I know they're all delicious. This is what our family does. It's super easy. I'm gonna start adding flour and see. Yeah, like I said, about a half a cup. And now I'm gonna cook all that down. I'm gonna cook this for maybe 2 to 5 minutes. It just is gonna depend. And I don't want it dark. I just want it like a tan color. Because I'm not making, obviously, a gravy. I'm just making a bechamel sauce. So I want this to be like a tan, but I just definitely want to get all that disgusting raw taste of flour out of it. Okay, now I'm going to start slowly adding my milk. I'm going to get that all incorporated. I think I added probably about a cup and a half to 2 cups there. And you can see how fast it thickens up. So about another half cup to a cup. I'm just going to keep adding till it's the consistency I want, and then I will take it off the heat to add the cheese. That way it doesn't get gritty. Okay, I'm going to start out with half a bag and then go from there. I'm definitely going to add more, but I just want to start out slowly so it melts easily. And you may need a little more milk. See how quickly that melted? It's still going, but it's pretty melted already. Okay, now I am going to pour the cheese sauce carefully onto all my pasta. I did salt and pepper this a little bit, so you have to taste it and do it to taste. And then I'm just going to cover this. I'm not going to top it with any cheese tonight. I'll top it with cheese first thing in the morning.
Hi guys, everything was so busy on Thanksgiving, I stupidly forgot to get pictures of the end result, so I just wanted to pop in and tell you what I did. I ended up baking this at 350 for 1 hour. We do eat very early on the holidays because we have other family members to go see and in the evenings, and my grandparents are a little older and that's just something they've always done. So again, I baked this at 350 for 1 hour and it was perfect, and I did top it with more cheese. And I ended up cooking the stuffed cabbage for about 6 hours on medium to low heat, and everything was delicious. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of what we do on the holidays, and I got some ideas for some delicious side dishes. I hope you take a second to subscribe to my channel. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.